Hey there guys, CrossFlux here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. In the last episode, we received a request from Chunsoft to rescue Shiftry, seeing as how he has yet to return from his rescue mission. Today's episode, we're gonna go track him down. But before we head to the Silent Chasm, I recommend we get prepared. So I'll kind of show you my inventory for now, to see what we have. Let's see, I'm actually a little low on Pecha Berries, I think. If you thought the Sinister Woods was bad in terms of getting poisoned, you haven't really seen anything yet, seeing as how the Silent Chasm is going to have a lot of poison in it. So definitely clean out your stock of Pecha Berries. That's one recommendation I have off the bat. Once again, I think Magnemite makes a good partner for this dungeon, seeing as how there's a few water types in there, and again, the steel type poison immunity is pretty nifty to have. Wow, this cliff is steep. Wait a second. Do you guys see that? There's clouds. They're moving. I thought there wasn't supposed to be a breeze back here, which is why Chunsoft was stuck. Something's fishy. Your friend Chunsoft is lost deep in this canyon? Yes, I'm sorry to ask, but please help. It'll be fine. Let's go, Skipper. Wait. Yeah, what's up? There's something I forgot to mention. This canyon is known as the Silent Chasm, but it's rumored that an amazing monster sleeps here. Monster? Yes, but it's only folklore. It is also true, though, that Shiftry hasn't returned. I just thought I should let you know. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, my stomach. It hurts. Oh, what's wrong? It's my stomach. It's suddenly cramped up. Ow. I think my breakfast was spoiled or something. Say, Skipper, you're feeling sick too, aren't you? Wink. Yeah, it's true. It's tearing me up. See, Skipper's hurting too. I'm sorry, but we won't be able to handle this rescue. Is that so? But Skipper hasn't had anything to eat yet this morning. Huh? Is that a psychic Chunsoft? How would she know that? I guess the cramping settled down. So, anyways, you said there may be a monster. What's it like? I don't know very much at all. It is an old folktale. I wouldn't know if it existed or not. Okay, well, can't be helped. Let's just hope that monster doesn't exist. My friend Chunsoft should be around the 10th floor. Please take care. Okay, gotcha. Let's get going, Skipper. Alright, the Silent Chasm. It's a little bit shorter in length than the Sinister Woods, so there's less battle of attrition at work here compared to that dungeon. However, this dungeon makes up for it with a far more confusing layout and much more powerful Pokemon to deal with. So unlike the poison kind of wearing your team down slowly over time that you had to deal with in the Sinister Woods, you just gotta worry about the poison dropping your hit points just low enough for the rest of the Pokemon on the floor to deal enough damage to take you out in one clean shot. Because the Pokemon in this floor really start kicking it up a notch. They have more health and more damage at their disposal. Plus there's a wider variety of types on display here. You got everything from flying types to bugs to fire, water, grass types, poison types, the whole kit and caboodle. So, you really gotta be on your toes in this dungeon. Don't underestimate basically anything. I would kind of just talk about major key threats in this dungeon, but honestly, they're all a major problem if you're not careful. If I did have to pick a few standout Pokemon to really be on the watch out for, it'd be the Gloom. They stick around for the entirety of the dungeon, and they have Stun Spore, Poison Powder at their disposal, as well as a really powerful Absorb. So if you're a water type like me, or have a partner who's water type, definitely be really careful around them and let one of your partners take it out. If you're poisoned, don't be afraid to take a mad dash to the stairs, because it will lower your hit points long enough that just a simple basic attack from some of these Pokemon will be enough to take you out. So the Poliwags on the later floors can be a real nuisance, seeing as how they have a bubble move that's long ranged, so they can snipe you with it even before you're even able to see them on screen. And, in addition to dealing heavy damage, it also has a chance at slowing your Pokemon, meaning that you'll be taking less turns compared to everyone else on the floor. So, the rest of the Pokemon on the floor can easily gang up on you like that. Another Pokemon in this dungeon that's capable of slowing you and your teammates are the Weedles. So even though they have small amounts of hit points and can't deal much damage on their own, when they're paired with another Pokemon on the floor, then they can be really devastating. As, conveniently enough, the dungeon's showing me right here, they have String Shot, which is a long-range slowing technique. So see how Tesla's kind of lagging behind? He gets less attacks in at this rate as well. Alright. And then on the very final floor of the Silent Chasm, you can encounter Beedrill. Their technique is to use Focus Energy and then spam Twin Needle and Fury attack, so that they deal lots of attacks in one single go, with a high chance at each of those attacks critting. Meaning that if you get hit with all 5 attacks, you're most likely dead. In fact, if they get really lucky with those crits, they can take you out twice in a single turn, meaning that you'll just plow through Reviver Seeds like it's no one's business. But I think I've said all I really need to say about the wild Pokemon that you can find in this dungeon. I'll talk about some of the items that you can locate real quick. The most common things that you'll find are your assortment of berries, Pecha, Orin, cherry berries, all that jazz. Some of the rarer finds are actually held items, such as power bands and special bands, which, if you or your partner's holding them, then it'll increase a certain stat. For example, the power band will increase your physical attack, and special band would increase your special attack. So those are pretty nifty finds. You can also find gummies as well, all sorts of different varieties on display here, so that's pretty nice. I still wouldn't recommend this dungeon over the Sinister Woods if you're going gummy hunting though, seeing as how the Sinister Woods is an easier dungeon, and the gummies are a little bit more common in there than they are in here. Let me see real quick if I can think of something else. Not really. The only other common items you might find are just orbs, like escape orbs, switcher orbs, stuff like that, so nothing too spectacular. Oh, I did forget to mention that some of the later floors of this dungeon have water tiles, as you can kind of see. So that's pretty handy for me and Tesla here, seeing as how we can both access them. However, I'm going to have to be extra careful to make sure that I don't position Lizzie in a way that she's kind of trapped behind or through water so that she can't get to the rest of us, because that would be really bad news. I guess I'll take this opportunity to also talk about the mechanic. If a Pokemon for whatever reason winds up on a tile that it can't normally access, for example, if for some reason Lizzie were to somehow wind up on a water tile, she would teleport to a random location on the floor, which is really bad, because if you're unlucky like me, that means that she could wind up halfway across the map with no items at her disposal and lots of enemy Pokemon nearby. So, I guess I've said pretty much all I really need to say about this dungeon. So, with that out the way, let's hit the speed up. Alright guys, that was rough, but we made it through. Isn't this the place where Jumpla's friend is supposed to be? Oh hey! We came for you, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine, but... Great, your friend's waiting for you. Shiftry's in the back. Huh? Shiftry? Let's go. Oh, are you okay? Snap out of it! Forget about me. Get away from here! Get away? What's going on? Why did it turn pitch black? It's coming! Move aside, you. He dared to disturb my sleep. I have no mercy for meddlers, and that includes you. Shiftry's gone. I am Zapdos, the embodiment of lightning. If you wish to save Shiftry, then scale Mount Thunder. Zapdos? So that's the legendary monster? Yay, saved! I'm so happy! Wow, that tone really shifted. But even though I'm safe, Shiftry's in trouble. Please tell us exactly what happened. Shiftry whipped up winds with his fans, and released me from between the rocks. Those winds tore a thundercloud in two, and that was when that monster appeared in the sky. That monster. It said it was Zapdos. Did you say Zapdos? Alakazam! Zapdos is one of the legendary bird Pokémon. I heard it had been sleeping for a long time. So Shiftry woke it up? No. Shiftry's winds were only the trigger. To begin with, the absence of winds there was unnatural. There was no absence of winds. We saw it. It must have been caused by the rash of natural disasters recently. Zapdos is enraged from having been awoken from its sleep. Shiftry must be saved. But Zapdos won't be easy. Its electric attacks are wicked nasty. I know that. We will need to be cautious. We'll go too. We'll all go to help Shiftry. What? That's dangerous. Zapdos is powerful. It'll be too much for you. Hey, we're not that weak. Besides, Zapdos doesn't scare us. Right, Skipper? Oh, my stomach. Don't worry about him. Skipper always does this act. It's always a fake stomach ache. It bugs me a little. It bugs you. You're the one that started it, Lizzie. We're a rescue team too. We want to help Shiftry. Fine. I see that you have courage. Our two teams should make our way separately through Mount Thunder. We will go when we have geared up for battle. Knowing how strong our opponent is, we have no choice but to be cautious. You should make way for Mount Thunder only when you're fully prepared. Our objective is to rescue Shiftry. Let us find success. Yeah, I'm getting excited over this. Let's do our best. Well, we kind of completed our mission, but Shiftry's still in danger. So guys, on the next episode, we're gonna have to head out to Mount Thunder in order to rescue him for a second time in a row. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Remember, have a blessed day.